KC, we run the ring, we run the yard, we run it all. Kansas, what you screaming out? KC, we run the ring, we run the yard, we run it all. Kansas, what you screaming out? What you screaming out? What you talking about? What you screaming about? Fight KC, everybody say, fight KC, come on, fight KC, what you screaming out? Fight KC, what you talking about? Fight KC, come on, fight KC. What you talking about?
All right, wrestling fans, I am here ringside. My name is Ben Miller, sitting alongside my tag team partner, Scott Bowden. Scott, we are ready for wrestling history to take place here in Kansas City, Missouri.
Well, Kansas City has a rich history of professional wrestling, but it's all in the past. The NWL is the future, and the future is now.
That's right, and part of that future is this first man coming out. This is Ken Dharma. Now, Ken Dharma claims he leads the cleanest lifestyle out of anybody in professional wrestling, and he believes that will lead him to victory.
Yeah, and listen to these Kansas City fans booing this guy. This guy has never experimented with drugs. He's never taken a drink in his life. He is such an incredible role model, and yet these fans are booing him?
Well, the fans paid their hard-earned money to boo or cheer whoever they want, Scott. But the one thing's for sure is you cannot take away from the athletic ability of one Ken Dharma. Ken Dharma's got the mic. He's got something to say to the KC faithful.
What's up, Kansas City? You ready to party? Are we taking advantage of those drink specials tonight? Well, that is disgusting.
Yes.
I mean, he's
you people are
entitled to
here
his opinion.
poisoning yourselves with alcohol. You should be like me. You should live clean with a vegan diet, daily meditation, and Bikram yoga.
I mean, those are great choices to live your life by, but he doesn't have to tell the Kansas City fans how to live.
He's good for a rookie. But while he's busy training like a football player, banging his head against the wall, I'm grinding out in the yoga hot box every single day.
Is that hard work? Scott, is that hard work grinding out a yoga hot box?
Hey, have you seen the look of this audience? They need all the health tips they can get.
Jolly Svengali. They've called me high on life. And now you're going to call me Ken Dharma. But my time has come. And when I get the shot, you're all going to have to call me the NWL champion. Om Namah Shivaya. Namaste.
Namaste!
Oh, Scott, come on, you don't even know what namaste means.
I do too.
Well, he's going to have a challenge. I mean, he's up for a really big challenge here with our resident NFL football player, Lockdown, Ray Briggs.
6'2", 195 pounds, Lockdown, Ray Briggs.
You know, it's my understanding that Ken Dharma was meditating in the back for 3 hours before his match. Mentally, he's prepared. Ray Briggs, on the other hand, was pacing back and forth in the locker room, looking like a rookie that he is.
Okay, so all right, so this is Ray Briggs' second season here, if you want to call it that, here in professional wrestling. But this guy excels at everything he does. I mean, come on, he is a National Football League, former National Football League player. I mean, anybody who can claim that is a blue chip athlete.
Yeah, but he's still learning the X's and O's of professional wrestling. Meanwhile, Ken Dharma has got his playbook down, and he's going to execute it to perfection tonight.
Quite a size difference here between Lockdown Ray Briggs and Ken Dharma. Bell sounds for our first contest here on the National Wrestling League, Kansas City. Nice collar and elbow tie-up. Arm drag and twist by the rookie Lockdown Ray Briggs.
Got to say, I'm pretty impressed. Briggs has taken the fight to Dharma.
Right from the get-go. Misses a big elbow drop. Briggs moves out of the way. Nice takedown to the mat there. Really staying on top of Ken Dharma.
Well, we all know Briggs can play defense in the NFL, but so far he's looking pretty good on offense. I have to admit that.
Is Ken Dharma going to abide? But not a clean break by Ken Dharma.
There we go.
I mean, for a guy that claims he lives such a peaceful lifestyle, he should have clean break there.
Well, you know, Briggs was a safety in the NFL, so we know he can deliver a hit, but can he take one?
Nice, beautiful drop kick by Ray Briggs. Cover 1, 2. Kick out at 2 by Ken Dharma. Nice go behind by Ray Briggs. Takes him back down to the mat. Now Ray Briggs, it seems like he has a game plan here. He's going to ground the more athletic, more high flying Ken Dharma.
You know, I thought Briggs may come out a little bit lost. He has no coach, right? So he's had to set his own game plan, right? And so far he's been successful.
Nice back elbow there. Leapfrog over by Ray Briggs. Boot to the midsection. Beautiful neck breaker executed by Lockdown. Cover 2. Gets the right shoulder up. Dharma kicks out at 2. I mean, it's going to take a lot more than that to keep Ken Dharma on the mat. That's for sure. Dharma with a couple punches, slaps to the face. Hard forearm strike there on Lockdown.
Dharma's very wise. He's very intelligent. He's honing in on Briggs' weaknesses.
I mean, he just raked his back, Scott. I mean, is that displaying a man who lives a peaceful, existence here?
Oh, come on. Look, he's high on life, man. Quit knocking the guy.
Nice takedown again. Briggs deciding to once again ground the athletic and the high-flying Ken Dharma. Again, a stomp to the foot there by Ken Dharma. Ken Dharma looking for anything he can employ to get an advantage over Lockdown Ray Briggs.
Well, that's the thing about Dharma. He lives his life exactly the way he wants to. He'll wrestle exactly the way he wants to, no matter what the rule book says.
That's actually a very smart maneuver by Ken Dharma there. You know, he's going to start. It looks like he might start working on that left leg of Ray Briggs to ground the offense of an also high-flying Ray Briggs.
There we go.
And a very questionable entrance into the ring there by Ken Dharma.
Dharma sizing up his man.
Briggs firing back with a pair of right hands. Dharma swings wildly and misses. Takes
nice.
out that leg again.
There we go.
And Ken Dharma, the seasoned vet, once again showing that he has great ring awareness.
Yep, one step ahead of the rookie.
I mean, you got to admit, for somebody who wasn't celebrating or isn't going to celebrate by having some of those libations, before or after the match, he does have a clarity of mind that could work well in his favor.
You got to have a feeling that Ray Briggs wishes he could call a timeout, but there are no timeouts in professional wrestling. He just got to suck it up.
Really working over that left leg of Lockdown Ray Briggs. Looks like he's locking in. Nice submission maneuver applied by Ken Dharma.
He's got Lockdown locked up pretty good right about now.
The ring vet really showing his ring awareness and making sure that Lockdown can't take to the air again with one of those stunning drop kicks. Beautiful leg DDT almost on Lockdown Ray Briggs. Goes for a bridge. 2 count only. Looks like
Dharma getting a little frustrated.
Looks like Dharma's getting frustrated and shows his frustration by doing a backbend up into a full standing position.
He's regained his composure. He's going to regain control of the match.
Nice lifter uppercut by Ken Dharma.
Nice legal uppercut.
Looks like Ray Briggs is a little worse for wear right now. Prone on the mat. What is Ken Dharma going? It looks like he's going to the high-end district. Moonsault attempt and he misses. This is Ray Briggs' chance to capitalize on that big miss by Ken Dharma.
Well, we knew coming in that as a former NFL player that Briggs had a lot of speed and agility, and he showed it right there.
Beautiful diving clothesline by Ray Briggs. Going for a second one, puts Ken Dharma down on the mat again. Make that 3, goes for the cover. That could be it, 2. Ken Dharma gets his right shoulder up, barely. Standing moonsault by the athletic Ray Briggs. 1, 2. Oh,
goodness.
So
the
close,
rookie.
2.
The rookie almost stole one.
I mean, Ray Briggs showing incredible athleticism by doing that standing moonsault. I mean, you got to admit, for a rookie, this guy is really showing a lot of potential.
Yeah, but he can't quite cross the goal line, right?
Looks like he might be going for the pick six. Misses the pick six. Oh, super kick right to the face of Lockdown Ray Briggs. Looks like he could be going for it. This is called Kickstart the Elephant. It's his new pin that Ken Dharma invented.
Oh, what a beautiful maneuver.
1, 2, 3.
There we go.
And Dharma steals a victory
I gotta tell you,
from Lockdown Ray Briggs.
I'm experiencing a natural high right now. That was the most beautiful pinfall I believe I've ever seen in my life.
And like I said, I was reading my notes when he told me, he's like, if I get the chance, I'm going to unveil a new pin tonight called Kickstart the Elephant, and it worked beautifully against the rookie Lockdown.
I don't know
Ray
what
Briggs.
it is. I feel so peaceful. It was just a thing of beauty.
Well, it's about time you felt peaceful, because you haven't been peaceful all afternoon. Lockdown Ray Briggs, although on the losing side of the equation today, he'll be back to fight another day.
Now, I think Ray Briggs wishes he were back in the NFL right now. His next stop may be the Arena League.
And Dharma looking very, very impressive in his National Wrestling League debut.
What an inspiration this guy is.
Right, Chief? You gotta get jacked up.
Here comes two of the biggest guys we have here on the NWLKC roster, and that would be the Swoll Patrol.
That's right, baby. Swoll, you know what that means? Swollen, buff, big, like me.
There's Flex Zerba, accompanied by his tag team partner, Max Edwards.
One half of the Swoll Patrol, accompanied by Max Edwards, Flex Zerba.
Flex Zerba is a dynamic athlete, and both of these guys actually have shown feats of strength in both in the weight room and in the professional wrestling ring.
Yeah, and I saw them push you around over at league headquarters. I rather enjoyed that, I have to say.
I mean, these guys are looking to change the attitude of not only the Kansas City locker room, but all of Kansas City as a whole. I mean, they're promoting a healthy lifestyle. They want everybody to look as swole as they do.
That's impossible.
I mean, are they really all that? I mean, let's be honest. I mean,
these guys, they're into CrossFit. They're always into the latest diet. These guys are in the best shape of any two athletes in wrestling today.
That's right. Don't be hating, because I look so good.
Here comes Flex Zerba's opponent for the evening in Gil Rogers.
Now introducing his opponent from Cedar Rapids, Iowa, at 5'9", 210 pounds, Gil Rogers.
Now, what do you know about this Gil Rogers?
Well, the guy reminds me a lot of Bob Backlund, but without any championship ability. I did a little research. The guy's not won a match since 1993, and that was over Barry Horowitz.
Oh, will you stop it? I mean,
No, I'm serious. He's got a lot of enthusiasm. He looks good, but the guy, he's just missing something. He can't quite put it all together. He's not a winner.
I mean, Gil Rogers has wrestled all over the world, and yeah, maybe the big championships have eluded him, but what this guy has is a lot of heart, a lot of charisma, and a great work ethic, and I think he's going to put Flex Zerba to the test here tonight.
You know what it sounds like to me, Ben Miller? It sounds like you're already making excuses for his loss. That's what it sounds like to me.
I mean, this should be a great contest between, two guys that quite honestly work extensively in the weight room, so that we could see a good power matchup here tonight.
I think the Swoll Patrol is looking at this as just a light workout, really.
I mean, what we're really going to try to pay attention to here, nice collar and elbow tie-up. Gil Rogers is very technically sound in that ring. He's going to be looking for a quick submission here over Flex Zerba. Clean break there, as it should be, Scott.
Yep, absolutely. And you got to figure the Swoll Patrol came in here with a plan. You know, these guys, they're not your average dumbbells, right? These guys are actually really, really smart.
Collar and elbow tie-up again by Flex Zerba, and Gil Rogers back, showing his power, backing Gil Rogers into the corner. Oh, tries for a big overhand shot, misses. Gil Rogers with a nice hip toss. Sends Flex Zerba down to the mat. Beautiful headlock takeover, using the momentum and the weight of Flex Zerba against him.
I'm pretty impressed. Gil Rogers starting out strong. He's got a lot of enthusiasm, but can it last?
Now, like we said earlier, although the big win maybe has avoided Gil Rogers his entire career, what's important now is that here in the NWL, he's got a clean slate. He's 0-0 right now. You heard the president earlier. Wins and losses count here in the National Wrestling League.
Well, in my opinion, he's a big 0. There's just something about the guy. I just don't see him as a winner.
Look at that, extending the hand, ready to have a fair sportsmanlike competition with Flex.
In my mind, he might as well be waving a white flag. He's surrendering. Why does he want to shake hands now?
It looks like Flex is open to it. It looks like Flex is going to have a sportsmanlike competition.
Oh,
and
come on,
just
Ben.
paintbrushes Gil Rogers. Tries for a big clothesline. Gil Rogers, nice shoulder block. It looks like Gil Rogers is a little stunned by that shoulder block.
Oh!
Now he returns the favorite, slaps a taste out of his
my gosh!
of Flex's mouth. Excuse me.
Wow.
Body slam.
Okay, all right.
Beautifully executed
Now
by Gil Rogers.
That was an impressive feat of strength, I have to say.
And now you have Flex knowing that he might be outmatched here by Gil Rogers, taking a little breather on the outside.
Well, that's a sign of a veteran. Things aren't going your way, you regroup.
Maybe that's also the sign of him getting a little thrown off his game. I mean, maybe he wasn't expecting that kind of power from Gil Rogers.
Well, the Swoll Patrol, when you have bodies like that, you're bound to be a little overconfident at times. Maybe they did take Gil Rogers lightly, but not now.
Well, before the contest, I met with all the wrestlers to talk extensively with them about their background.
Yeah, I heard you bored them to death.
And then Flex wanted me to read all the fans at home a couple stats. He says that he can run the 40-yard dash in a 4.8. Now, whether that's true or not, he wanted me to tell everybody at home that's some of his athletic feats. Beautiful clothesline takes Gil Rogers right down to the mat.
Well, it may be Gil Rogers running for the exit if this holds up.
Only gets a 1 count, barely. Gil Rogers still showing a lot of fight. So now Flex, did you see that? Max Edwards just clocked Gil Rogers right in the face, right behind the ref's back. I mean,
Well, they are a tag team, right?
well, this isn't a tag team contest,
Well,
though.
that's nitpicking.
Flex showing his power. Looks like he's going to
Snake
drops
eyes.
Gil face first on the top turnbuckle.
Yeah.
Now showing all the KC faithful what makes him so swole. Gets only a 2 count. Gil gets his shoulder up.
He's got a lot of flex appeal, doesn't he?
Now Flex is saying the referee was counting too slow. Said that should have been a 3. Looks like he's holding him up there, letting him really think about it. Showing his side suplex,
That's it.
beautifully
That's it.
executed. Only gets a 2.
Yeah, the referee was a little out of position there.
Like I've told you before, all our refs here are on top of the action here in the National Wrestling League.
Yeah, you often repeat yourself, Ben Miller. I know. I've never seen a guy who's such a big fan of referees.
Sends Gil Rogers hard into the corner. Flex looking like he's going to capitalize on the worn down Gil Rogers. Beautiful back
nice.
Body drop.
Look
with
at the elevation.
authority. Flex looks like he's still waiting for him to come down. I don't think he threw him that high. Cover. Only gets a 2 count. Gil Rogers still got a lot of fight left in him.
Is it me, or do we have the chubbiest, out-of-shape referees in the business? They're slow to get down to make the 3 count. My gosh.
I mean, Scott, are you in much better shape? Would you like to go in there?
Absolutely.
be a
I used to
referee?
be a fine referee years ago.
I would love if you left this commentary booth. Oh, look at that.
There we go.
Flex is showing again why they call him Flex.
Always finding time to get a workout in. I love it.
It's like Gil's trying to go for a roll-up, misses it. Beautifully executed drop kick by Gil Rogers sends Flex reeling back into the corner. Nice monkey flip executed by Gil Rogers.
Old school monkey flip by Gil Rogers. Love it.
Looks like he might be going for a butterfly suplex. Beautifully executed. Did you see that? His strength is fully on display with that maneuver. again, Max Edwards is
Oh,
ready.
yeah. Oh!
Threw some
Nice!
in his eyes. He just threw some powder in his eyes. Are you kidding me? And they steal a victory.
Yes!
from Rogers.
I think that was protein powder. He threw protein
Are you
powder in
kidding
his
me?
eyes.
Gil was getting ready to. I'm at a loss for words. I can't believe that the referee didn't see that Max Edwards interfered with the powder.
Max Edwards was making himself a protein shake over there. Gil Rogers got in the way. It got in his eyes. Hopefully that'll strengthen his vision. And Gil Rogers can take a good, strong look at himself. Realize that he doesn't belong in the ring.
So look, our backstage correspondent Marty Bell is in the ring, wants to talk to Gil Rogers.
This was your chance. You were so close. What happened?
Marty, everything that I've done in my entire life, I've done to the best of my ability. And the NWL is no exception. I plan on starting at the bottom and working my way to the top. And I vow to you, NWL fans, I will not stoop to the Swoll Patrol's tactics. I will always defend the honor of pro wrestling and follow the rules.
Well, you've got Kansas City behind you, Gil. You can do it.
And like we said, wins and losses do count here in the National Wrestling League, and it looks like Gil Rogers is starting on the losing end.
Yeah. That's pretty much been the story of Gil Rogers' career. He comes really, really close, but he can't quite get the victory.
Well, you know, like they say, you live to fight another day, and Gil Rogers will be back, and I promise you he'll be in the win column soon enough.
Oh, you're promising that, right?
All right, this is going to be a great contest here on the National Wrestling League's debut at the Scottish Rite Temple. We have Lakota, Red Cloud coming out to the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. From the Santee Sioux Reservation, weighing 290 pounds, the Lakota warrior, Lakota Red Cloud.
Probably one of the most powerful guys in the NWL.
Definitely. I mean, and this guy, he's not your typical weightlifter per se. I mean, he trains the good old-fashioned way. He chops wood. He gets out there and lifts bales of hay. I mean, he is, like you said, one of the strongest men we have here on the National Wrestling League.
And he's nearly impossible to take off his feet.
I mean, and the one thing that Lakota brings to the table, and here comes his opponent.
Here we go. It's one of my personal favorites.
Right now, introducing his opponent from Napa Valley, California, weighing 210 pounds, the Connoisseur, Niles Plonk.
Now, Niles, well, look, would you look at this?
No, it's Niles Plonk. Hey.
Would you look at this? He's got a servant bringing a bottle of wine down to the ring.
That's how it.
This is ridiculous. I mean, this is a wrestling match. This isn't a wine bar.
You got to unwind a little bit. You got to relax before your match. And what better way than with a fine glass of wine? I know I had a few before the broadcast started.
Of course you did. And Niles claims he's bringing class and sophistication back to Kansas City. And quite frankly, I don't think he knows what class and sophistication is all about.
Are you kidding me? He's got the finest taste in wine. The guy actually owns his own winery. You're questioning whether or not. Look at that smoking jacket.
It is a beautiful smoking jacket, but I mean, I mean, come on, we need to get going here and get this match underway. Treating his servant so repulsively.
He will drink no wine before it's time. That's his philosophy.
I mean, I'm no wine connoisseur, but I believe that that's a bottle of Sutter Home. Is that really a good bottle of wine?
What do you know about wine? I tell you, well, you certainly wine a lot. I'll give you that.
I don't know. I don't know if Niles is the man or the connoisseur that he thinks he is. I mean, and he's still outside of the ring trying to have a glass of wine before the match, which makes no sense.
I think it's really classy.
And you're a good judge of class and sophistication, I'm
Yes.
sure, Scott.
Yes.
Memphis.
Yes.
Oh, it looks like Lakota's
wait a
had
minute.
enough of Niles.
No!
Wheels him into the ring with authority. Lakota
bell hasn't
has
even
had
rolled
enough
yet.
of this. Big body slam sends Niles down to the canvas. Niles hasn't even taken his smoking jacket off.
Don't rip the smoking jacket!
Looks like he knows better than that. Big chop by Lakota Red Cloud, sending Niles down to the canvas. Wow.
Wow.
That's that strength on display that we were talking about, letting him think about it in a big gorilla press. Sends him down with authority to the mat. This Lakota, I mean, he says he's fueled by his heritage. He is fighting for the people of the Lakota tribe.
Well, Lakota means united, right? And even though he's out here alone, he feels like his ancestors are always with him. That's where he finds his strength. And tonight he's showing that.
Oh, it looks like, Niles almost gets caught up in the ropes.
There we go.
Niles taking a little bit of a breather. I don't think he could take the onslaught from Lakota much longer.
I think he needs to settle down, maybe have another glass of wine, right? Relax, and then get back in the ring.
Now, the one thing we got to say about Niles is an analytical wrestler. We can say what he want about his taste in wine, but what Niles does correctly is he plots out every match. I mean, this guy makes sure that he is executing every move to perfection.
So what you're saying is he's got a lot of finesse, right?
Yeah, he's got a lot of finesse, got a lot of experience.
There we go.
What did he just spit in the face of Lakota? Drives him into the turnbuckle. What was that? Was that some wine?
I think he just gave Lakota a wine tasting. That's very generous of Plonk.
I thought they introduced him as Plonk.
That's Plonk.
Oh boy, he's going for the grape stomp. Just really giving it to the back of Lakota Red Cloud.
He's the grapest of all time.
Nice punt, Scott. Snap mares him over, does Plonk. Big stop to the midsection. He's going to really have to figure out what's going to ground Lakota Red Cloud. Not that he's a high flyer, but he's got to figure out how to keep him on the mat so he can't use his strength.
Well, he's doing it right now. He's got him tied up on the mat. That's exactly where he wants him.
Really taking the air out of Lakota by placing all of his body weight and getting him in almost a bear hug, really squeezing on the lungs, trying to take that air, trying to take that wind from Lakota. Lakota whips him over. Niles with the go behind. Nicely executed by Niles Plonk.
Bam, there we
Beautiful
go.
Neck breaker.
I'm telling you, this guy Plonk is
could
right.
Be it. 1, 2. Oh, kicked out. Lakota barely getting that left shoulder up.
I'm telling you, this guy Plonk is ripe for greatness. His time is now here in the NWL.
I mean, if you saw that combination, that was a beautiful combination from the atomic drop into the neck breaker. Like I said, Plonk is a seasoned veteran.
There you go, Plonk. You're getting the hang of it.
But sometimes I worry that Plonke's search for class and sophistication could blind his game plan in the wrestling ring.
Search for it. It just comes naturally to this guy.
I mean, come on. Just because he wears a smoking jacket doesn't necessarily mean that he's the most sophisticated man in the building.
You see the way he twirls his glass?
Oh, wow. There it was.
There we go.
He just hit a corkscrew elbow with perfection. 2
shades of Buddy Landell. Just a perfectly executed corkscrew elbow. I thought that was going to put him away.
Lakota looks like he's trying to maybe summon those spirits of his ancestors that helps give him strength. Maybe trying to get the crowd behind him. Beautiful body scissors applied by the muscular legs of Plonk.
I like the game. I love the game plan here by Plonk. It's a mat-based attack.
I mean, part of his game plan seems to be spitting wine in his opponent's face. I wouldn't say that that's the most rules-friendly tactic ever.
I thought it was a pretty classy move. He gave him a wine tasting. How often do you see that in a wrestling match?
Wow, beautiful body scissors rolling him over. Puts him in a cradle position. 2.
I believe he called that his rolling grapevine, and he nearly put him away right there.
The ref North may have been a little bit slow on the count, as some of the fans are saying. But
Lakota definitely has a size difference, but he's slowing down. He's getting tired.
He is.
Plonk is full of energy.
Looks like
Wait a minute.
Plonk
Wait a minute.
Plonk looks like he's a little bit worried about the big Lakota red cloud. He looks like he's firing up and getting ready. There it is, one right hand right to the face. The crowd really getting behind the big red cloud. Ducks under a clothesline.
Oh!
Beautiful tomahawk chop right to the top of the head of Plonk. Whips him into the far side.
Oh,
high elevation on that back body drop. I mean, he almost hit the lights, Bowden.
Get out of there, Plonk.
Beautiful, another tomahawk chop right to the top of the head of Niles. Niles does not look like he's in a good place. He's looking like he's going for the bow and arrow here. Chop right to the sternum, picks him up.
No!
What is he doing here? Oh! Drops him, face buster. That was the bow and arrow, folks. That could be it, too. Oh, kicks out at 2 and 3/4.
Kicks out.
Did you see the strength of Lakota to drive Niles face first on the mat?
You got to admit, Plonke's a little tougher than you thought.
Oh, here, this could be it. Oh, no, missed the power slam.
Ah, nice.
I mean, that could have been it. That's Lakota's coup de grace. I mean, if he hits that rewind power slam, it is over. Plonk, knowing that, looks like he's going for the uncorker here.
There we go. Plonke's all about a clean finish.
He's got the cravat lock, but he can't get him over. Oh, tailbone first goes Plonk. And Lakota Red Cloud. Here it is. He's going for the rewind power slam. Plants him. Cover 2, 3. That's it. Lakota Red Cloud gets the victory over Niles Plonk. Let me tell you something, Scott. I mean, a man that size hitting that type of maneuver, anybody in the National Wrestling League would be put down for the 1, 2, 3.
Well, listen, I'm not going to sit here and whine about it, but Plonk will be back. He showed us a lot here today. He came in here, look, he's got a lot of class, a lot of sophistication. People think he's soft, but I think he showed us a lot tonight. He hung in there, the big Lakota Red Cloud.
All right, and Marty's back in the ring. She's going to be
Honestly,
interviewing
from what we
Lakota.
just saw, you're big and you're strong, but what drives Lakota?
The warrior blood of my ancestors runs through my veins, and that gives me strength. The pride of the Native American people gives me purpose. And my heritage reminds me of the past. For generations, my ancestors fought for equality in this country. Now, every wrestler in the NWL are all fighting just to have a seat at the NWL table. This warrior right here, I fight to prove I belong at the head of the NWL table.
I mean, you got to admit, with an impressive victory over Niles Plonk, Lakota may in fact have guaranteed his spot at the head of the NWL table. Welcome back to the National Wrestling League. Oh, and we're up for a treat here, Scott, in your eyes at least.
Here we go.
Here comes the mile-high Magnum, Dakota Draper.
The man everybody came to see. All 6 feet 5 inches of the mile-high Magnum, Dakota Draper.
And Dakota Draper really prides himself as a ladies' man. He says that he can get any lady, including your wife, Scott, right from out from underneath you.
Well, let me tell you something. I would never leave my wife alone with Dak Draper. I can assure you that.
I mean, Dak Draper looks like he's going to give his sunglasses to a fan in the audience. What a real piece of work this guy is. He's 6'5", 245 pounds. I mean, he's a specimen of an athlete, but
well,
I mean,
he's 6'5", but according to the ladies, he's worth the climb, if you know what I mean. And he is here to be a superstar in the NWL.
Oh, he's got to put his shades back
All
on,
right,
of course.
listen up, all you Kansas City sweat hogs.
Yeah. Listen up, Ben.
My name is Dak Draper, but you can call me the Mile High Magnum.
He's so arrogant.
Yeah, you boo me because you know it's true. I'm the guy that every man wishes that he could be, and every woman wishes that she could be with.
I sort of wish I could be like him.
And I look out here at all of you and I feel one emotion. Disgust.
Really trying to...
Separating myself from people like you is the reason that I work out. You know, while I'm on it, I'm going to give you the opportunity. Nope. I'm going to give you the privilege to see a day in the gym with Dak Draper.
Oh boy,
well, this is a real treat. Maybe you'll learn something here, Ben.
Georgia. Carrie. Amy.
Look at those biceps.
Becca again.
And just absolute perfect form.
I mean, is he naming off his conquest? Give me a break.
Look at that, look at that, look at that.
Sarah.
Yeah.
I mean, do you have some sort of man crush on this
when
guy?
you're 6'5",
I just think he's really cool.
handsome, super likable. You live your life by your own set of rules.
That's right.
Hey, Dak, you gotta finish your set.
I haven't broken a sweat in years. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
That's true. That's true.
Somebody will get that. My whole life, I've done whatever I want, whenever I want, wherever I
I
want.
wonder if anybody's gonna come out and
462
shut
pounds?
the mouth of.
You could do that when I was 11.
The Mile High Magnum.
if
I
you
mean,
would
I've
great
had
life to
enough
live.
of this already.
Well,
If you would care to volunteer, go right ahead, Ben.
Blue collar worker.
You're talking really brave over here from the announce desk.
Dirty dumb jock.
Look at him just showing utter disrespect in this video, just throwing people's stuff on the ground.
So what?
That's more like it.
He's 6'5". He can do whatever he wants.
And that's the jacket he wore to the ring, obviously
Yeah.
stole from somebody.
My name is Dak.
Real
Draper,
nice guy there.
The Mile High Magnum.
Now see, he's the man that everybody wants to be, to do exactly what you want, whenever you want, and play by your own rules.
Looks like he's having a little bit of mind trouble. I mean, that kind of stuff can happen.
I wish somebody would cut your mic. You know what? They don't even deserve to hear Dak Draper.
It looks like he's calling out all the people here in Kansas City. Someone needs to come out here and shut this guy
well,
mouth.
Ben, why don't you get in there?
I am not a wrestler.
Yeah, you're not a commentator either, but that's not stopping you.
Oh, here we go. Jordan Castle, the young upstart.
Who?
Jordan Castle.
Never heard of him.
Young upstart from right here in Kansas City, Missouri. Looks like he's answering Dak Draper's challenge.
Goodness. This guy looks like Chris Jericho circa 1995 WCW.
Well, if he's got the talent of Chris Jericho, Dak Draper could be in a world of hurt here.
Well, you think he's got a lion heart? Is that what you're saying?
And it looks like we got a match here between Jordan Castle and Dak Draper. Dak trying for the attack early, misses two clotheslines wildly. Nice kick to the side by Jordan Castle. Beautiful reverse elbow. Right into the face of Jordan Castle.
There we go.
Putting the boots to the young upstart.
You know, Dak Draper, he kind of
Good God,
reminds me a
just
little
kicked
bit
him
of
right in the ribs.
Reminds me a little bit of Rick Rude, Guido Hernandez, Austin Idol, all these guys that just had such confidence, and but the one thing they could always back it up.
I mean, he's putting a beating on Jordan Castle right now. But it's Jordan Castle to the far side. Hauls him up. Looks like he might be going for a backdrop. Oh, beautiful spinning belly to back suplex, driving the young guy right into the canvas. Now showing all the ladies what he thinks they want to see.
He's making a Denver omelet out of this guy.
He could have finished the match right there, but instead pulls the young kid off the mat.
Well, the fans have paid good money to see Dak Draper. They've been waiting for months and months to see this national superstar. He's just giving them their money's worth.
Looks like he's applying a chin lock here, trying to maybe add a little insult to injury to the rookie. Jordan Castle not really getting out of the gate so far. There we go, couple elbows in the midsection. Clubbing forearm right to the back of Jordan Castle.
Oh! Nice.
Just ran him almost over with the forearm. I mean, he would have fallen out of the ring. Looks like Dak might be going.
But Dak caught him, like the sportsman that he is.
Looks like he's going for a big choke slam here. Oh, just drives him into the mat with the choke slam. This is it. 1, 2. Oh, come on.
Well, I have to say, Jordan is showing me a lot. That was an impressive kick out right there. I don't think Dak lifted him up. I think Jordan actually showed a little bit of heart there. He kicked out.
I mean, he could have put the young guy away. He
I don't know.
Just taken the 3 count. The kid is obviously finished. I mean, Dak is just gloating at this point.
Oh, look at this!
Surprise pull-up, 1, 2! Oh, and Dak did not like it.
There we go.
Clotheslined him right out of his boots. I mean, I could feel that over here. That was a scintillating clothesline. And here it is, the 5, 2, 8.
Bam! That's it.
It's all academic. And Dak Draper puts away the young Jordan Castle.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner, the Mile High Magnum, Dak Draper.
Yes.
I mean, look at him. He's celebrating like he just won the Super Bowl. I mean,
well, I have to say, I think he's the odds-on favorite to win the KC championship. And I also think that he could go on to win the league championship.
I think this guy's arrogance maybe is undoing, but let me tell you something. That was an impressive victory. And again, wins and losses, man, are what matters here in the National Wrestling League.
One thing I like about Dak Draper, he comes from Denver, so he doesn't care about this St. Louis KC rivalry. He's focused on one thing, and that's winning championships.
I mean, he's gloating still in the ring.
Of course he is.
I mean, let's see if he faces someone else on the Kansas City roster that could put up more of a fight than Jordan Castle, and we'll see if he can celebrate this way. We'll see you next time right here on the National Wrestling League. Good night, everybody.